Morning all of you. Today we are discussing about the chapter fractions. Okay, so the topic is the fractions. Today we will discuss about the fractions, and you are not required to write anything in the copies. Just understand whatever I am telling you. Just give me 1 minute, please. Okay. Today we will discuss about fractions. First, as I have told you, what are fractions? A fraction is a number that describes a relationship between a part represented by the numerator and a whole represented by the denominator. In short, we can say fraction is a part of whole. Fraction is a part of whole. In this we are having the fraction comprises of two numbers. First one is represented by numerator, that is a part of anything, and second one is represented by denominator, that means the whole. Okay. Yes. In short, you can say fractions fraction is a part of whole. The fraction comprises of numerator and denominator. Numerator means a part of anything and denominator means the whole thing. Okay. Numerator numbers we have like 3 upon 5 is here. So 3 is numerator and 5 is denominator. This is total parts in whole and 3 is the number of parts we have, like 3 upon 5, that means 3 out of 5. That is the type of marks you score, like you are scoring 9 out of 10. Suppose I have taken the test, in that you have scored this marks, 9 out of 10. So this one is denominator. And this one is numerator. Ten is whole and 9 is part of that. Means I have scored 9 out of 10. I cannot score 11 out of 10. I can score 9 out of 10, and that is fraction. Okay. This one is numerator. This one is denominator. The upper one is numerator. That means a part of anything, and the number that is written under the fraction bar. This is said to be fraction bar. The number that is written under the fraction bar is represented by the whole number. Okay. Is this clear to everyone? Wait. Look at this. Total how many parts we are having? Just tell me. Total how many parts we are having in this figure? Write down in the comment section. Total how many parts we are having? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total parts we are having 5. Okay, and out of these five parts I have shaded three. Out of these five parts, how many parts I have shaded? How many parts I have shaded? How many parts I have shaded? Please tell me. Three parts I have shared. Three parts I have shaded. So, okay. So 3 is a part of the whole. The whole number is 5. This is the whole number is 5 and 3 is a part of that. So 3.5 we are having. This is written here only. That was, I think, the best example to explain that fraction is a part of whole. In this, the upper one number is numerator, that is a part of anything, and the lower the number that is written below the fraction bar is denominator, and that is whole in itself. Is it clear, all of you? This one part is clear to everyone? Okay, moving on to the next slide. A whole watermelon we are having. A whole, this is the whole. Okay, whole means completed in itself, the pura ho. Okay, this is the whole watermelon. In this, if I am saying you to divide anything this into equal parts. Fractions means equal partition of everything. Fraction means equal partition of everything. Suppose I am saying you that you have to distribute this watermelon between two people equally. So what you will do? You will cut it in two equal parts. You will cut it in two equal parts. Both the parts are equal. Okay, so total how many parts you are having? In this total how many parts you are having? Please tell me fast. How many parts you are having in total in this? One, two. Total parts? 2. And from these two parts, two people I am having. How much part I will give to one? I will give to one people. How much part I will give? 2 में से 1 I will give. Okay. Out of these two, this one I will give to, like if I am talking about a boy and a girl, this one I will give to a boy and this one I will give to a girl. So both of them will got 1/2 part. Okay, 1/2. This is said to be half. This is said to be half or 1/2. That is clearly written here only. Okay, now suppose if I am just saying you to distribute this watermelon among 4 people. Among 4 people I am saying you to distribute this. So what you will do? You will cut it in 4 equal parts. You will cut it in 4 equal parts. Total how many parts I am having? Total how many parts? 4 parts. Whatever I will give to anyone, I will give out of 4. Out of 4 I will give. So to everyone, how much part I will give? 1 part to 1. Suppose this one I am giving to first person, this one to second, this one to third, and this one to fourth. So first one will also get 1/4 part. Second one 1/4, third one 1/4. Everyone, all of them will got 1/4 part. So that is said to be 1/4. Now suppose if I am writing that 3 out of 10. How this will be written? 3 upon 10. Okay. This means out of 3 I have given, out of 10 I have given 3 parts. Okay. Different types, you have seen different types of fractions. You have seen like 7 upon 10, 5 upon 6, 9 upon 2. Sometimes this also we have seen. Okay. Sometimes you have seen 3 write 1 by 2, 1 upon 4. Okay, now tell me one thing. If I am having 5, how can I convert it in fraction? How can I convert it in fractions? By writing 1 in the denominator. Okay. If any number is not having any denominator, the denominator is 1 only. Okay. Different types of fractions we do have. Here we are discussing about types of fractions. First we are discussing about like fractions, and secondly we will discuss about unlike fractions. So first, what are like fractions? The fractions which are having the same denominator are called like fractions. The fractions which are having same denominators, denominator means a number that is written under the fraction bar. Okay, these are said to be like fractions. Like in this we are given 3 upon 5. I think this is not visible to you, so let me write it. 3 upon 5, 6 upon 5, 2 upon 5 and 7 upon 5. In all these 4 fractions, I can see one similarity, that all these fractions are having the 5 as a denominator. Okay, all these fractions are having 5 as a denominator, that is same, so that is said to be like fractions. Okay students, is it clear to you all? Is it clear to everyone? The like fractions clear to all of you? Okay, unlike fraction is just opposite of like fractions. The opposite means in this what we see, same denominator, and in unlike fraction we will check out the different denominators. Okay, how different denominators? Like in this unlike fractions mean the fractions which are having the different denominators are called unlike fractions. In this it is 3 upon 5, 6 upon 7, 2 upon 9 and 7 upon 2. In all these 4 fractions you can see that all the denominators are different. In first one I am having 5, in second one I am having 7, then 9 and then 2. All these 4 fractions are having 4 different denominators, so these are said to be unlike fractions. Okay, like fractions and unlike fractions are just opposite of each other. In like fractions we just check out the same denominators, and in unlike fractions we check out the different denominators. Okay, now moving on to the next slide. After like fraction and unlike fractions we do have unit fraction. Like fraction and unlike fraction के बाद में we are having unit fraction. Total 6 types we are having: like fraction, unlike fraction, unit fraction, proper fraction, improper fraction and equivalent fraction, mixed fraction. These 7 types we are having. So 2 we have discussed. Now third one is unit fraction. A fraction whose numerator is 1. Unit means 1. As I think we have discussed in the in unitary method, the meaning of unit is 1 only. So in unit fractions you have to check out the numerator that will have the unit 1 only. Okay. If any of the fraction is having 1 as numerator, that will be said to be unit fraction. Okay. In words, a fraction whose numerator is 1 and whose denominator is a whole number, any fraction can be written as a sum of unit fractions. In this, 1 upon b is written. Okay. Examples of unit fraction: 1 upon 2, 1 upon 3, 1 upon 4. In all these fractions I am having 1 as numerator. So that fractions, like if I am asking you 1 upon 2 is which type of fraction, you will say it is unit fraction. You will say it is unit fraction. It is also unit fraction. It is also unit fraction. Why this is unit fraction? Because we are having 1 as the numerator. Clear, all of you? Okay, now moving on to the next slide. What we have discussed: like fractions, unlike fractions, and unit fractions. Now we are having proper fractions and improper fractions. If we are discussing about proper fraction, proper fraction is a fraction in which its numerator is less than denominator. Okay, numerator is less than denominator and its value is less than 1. Entire value. Suppose numerator is less than denominator means that the denominator will be always greater than numerator. As I have given you an example. Suppose if I have taken the test and you have scored, suppose you have scored 14 out of 15. In this we can see that numerator is less than denominator, means denominator is greater. 14 or 15 means the denominator is greater. So this is a type of proper fraction. Is it clear, you all? Numerator, if in any fraction numerator is smaller than denominator, then the fraction will be said to be proper fraction. Clear, students? Like here we are having 2 examples. For example, 1 upon 2 and 4 upon 9. 1 upon 2 and 4 upon 9. These 2 fractions we are having. In this, here also we are having denominator as greater number. Here also we are having denominator as greater number. So this is proper fraction. I have told you this thing. Again I am asking. Suppose if I have taken the test and I have given you the marks. I have given you the marks. Which type of fraction that is? Which type of fraction that is? Students, which type of fraction that is? Please tell me. If I have taken the test, then I have given you the marks, then which type of fraction that is? Right, only I have given you the examples. That is a type of proper fraction, because here if I am taking the test, every time denominator will be greater than the numerator. I will give you 9 out of 10, but I will not give you 11 out of 10. Yes, very good, Khushbu, Sangita, Samya. These that type of number will be said to be proper fractions. Okay. Now improper is just opposite of proper. In proper, if I am talking about proper, what we check out? That numerator should be smaller than denominator. But in improper fraction, we just check out that numerator will be greater than denominator, or we can say denominator will be less than denominator will be less than numerator. Okay. Now reading out the reading part. Improper fraction is a fraction which its numerator is greater than or equal to its denominator, meaning its value will be greater than or equals to 1. For example, 9 upon 5 and 7 upon 7. You can write here is equals to also. If numerator and denominator both are equal, and if numerator is greater than denominator, then also the fraction will be said to be improper fraction. Clear all of you? Like here you can say 9 upon 5 mein 9 is greater than 5, means numerator is greater than denominator. So we have satisfied this one condition. Now if both the numbers are equal, numerator is equals to denominator, 7 7 I am having, so then also it will be said to be improper fraction. Clear all of you? Please tell me, is it clear to everyone? After this, I am writing some of the fractions we have discussed. You will just tell me that which fractions we have written. First I am writing a group of I am writing so many terms. You just tell me. First we are discussing about unit fractions. Please write down in comment section that in 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 among these 7 fractions, which one is unit fraction? Among these 7 fractions, which one is unit fraction? Please tell me fast. Then we will move on to the next topic. In all these fractions, which one is unit fraction? 1 upon 2. Very good, Madhu, Arshi. 1 upon 2 is the unit fraction. As I have told you, if any of the numerator is having, if any of the fraction is having 1 as numerator, then that will be said to be unit fraction. Madhu, Arshi, Samya, Rishikesh, Khushbu, Rashmi. Rashmi, you have written wrong. Hemant, right, okay. Yes, Hemant, Sangeeta, Khushi, okay. Khushi, you have also written wrong. 7 upon 8 is not the unit fraction. Okay, after unit fraction, we have written like fractions. Now you just tell me among all these, which one is like fraction? Among all these fractions, which one fractions are like fractions? And I think it is clear to all of you that what are like fractions? In like fractions, we are having same denominators. In like fractions, we are having same denominators. So in all these fractions, how many fractions we are having with the same denominators? Okay, 3 upon 7, 5 upon 7, 9 upon 7. Samya has written, okay. Samya, one number is missing in this. Yes, Madhu, this is absolutely right. 3 upon 7, 5 upon 7, 6 upon 7 and 9 upon 7. 3 upon 7, then 5 upon 7, then 6 upon 7, and in the end we will have 9 upon 7. All these fractions are having same denominators as 7 only. Okay, now unlike fractions, please tell me fast. Unlike fractions, Just tell me how many numbers, how many fractions we are having as unlike fractions in this. Who is this rocket gamer? Please write your correct name in your ID. Unlike fractions, please tell me how many fractions are unlike here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now do one thing. Just skip the like fractions. 3/7 is like fraction. 5/7 is like. 6/7 like. 9/7 like. 3 fractions we are having is left. That is 1/2, 3/4, and 7/8. All these 3 fractions are having different denominators. Now don't think that we have written 1/2 in unit fraction, so why we are writing it in the improper fraction? That doesn't mean where you have written, but if denominator is different, then it will be included in unlike fractions. Is it clear, all of you? Yes, Rishikesh, right. Dani Kumar, right. Okay. Now proper fraction. Fast, please. In proper fractions, I have told you numerator is smaller than denominator. Numerator is smaller than denominator. So how many numbers here? How many fractions here we are having, which are having the numerator is smaller than denominator? The Rashila is written 1/2, 3/7, 7/8. In proper fraction, numerator is less than denominator. So now just check out numerator less. Here also numerator is less. In this. Here numerator is greater than denominator. In 9/7, numerator is greater than denominator. So it will be written in improper fraction. Improper fraction is 9/7. Why? Because 9 is greater than 7, numerator is greater than denominator, and all these number fractions are proper fractions because numerator is smaller than denominator. Is it clear, all of you? Okay, here we have discussed in short about unit fractions, like fractions, unlike fractions, proper fractions and improper fractions. Now 2 more types we are having. Mixed fraction. Mixed fractions mean a number consisting, here we will write fraction. A fraction consisting of a whole number and a proper fraction is called a mixed fraction. A fraction consisting of the whole number and a proper fraction. Proper fractions means numerator is smaller than denominator. So here we are having A right, B upon C. A right, B upon C. So A is the whole number and B upon C is the proper fraction. Okay, in B upon C, B will be always smaller than C. Some examples we are having, right? 1 right 1/2, 2 right 3/4, 12 right 2/3. So in all these 3 fractions, what are whole numbers? In this 1 is a whole number, 2 whole number, 12 whole number, and all these fractions are proper fractions. All these fractions are proper fractions. So you can see that if we are having whole number and proper fraction in a particular fraction, then that will be said to be mixed fraction or mixed number. Okay, here it is mixed number, this will be mixed fraction. Is it clear, all of you? Is it clear, everyone? In mixed fraction we have whole numbers and proper fractions. Whole numbers that we have written inside, and proper fraction we have written along with the whole number. Now the last one is equivalent fraction. Equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions are fractions having the same values it can be obtained by multiplying both the numerator and denominator of the given fraction by the same non-zero whole number. If we are talking about equivalent fraction, the word equi means equal. The word equi means equal. So equivalent fractions are the fractions in which we have the same values. Okay, on converting them into the simplest form, you will have the same values. And if I am telling you that convert any of the number, any of the fraction and equivalent fractions, what will be done? You will multiply both the numerator and denominator of the given fraction by the same non-zero whole number, like by 2, 3, 4, any of the number you can multiply. Examples we are having. Two equivalent fractions of 1 upon 4. What I have told you, if in case of finding equivalent fractions of any number, just multiply that by the same non-zero numbers. So two equivalent fractions of 1 upon 4. Here it is written 1 upon 4 equals to 2 upon 8 equals to 3 upon 12. Now the question is, how we have got 2 upon 8 and 3 upon 12? Only for 1 upon 4 we were having. So what I have done, 1 upon 4 ko we have multiplied by 2 and 2, and then we have multiplied by 3 and 3. Okay, so if I am multiplying 1 upon 4 by 2 and 2, like 1 upon 4 is written, I am multiplying this by 2 and 2. Both are the same numbers, same non-zero numbers, so 2 and 2, it will become 1 2 is 2 and 4 multiplied by 2, 8. So 2 upon 8 is one of the equivalent fraction of 1 upon 4. Now after 2, if I am writing down both the numbers by 3 multiplying so 1 3 are 3 and 4 3 multiplied by 12. 3 upon 12. So these are two equivalent fractions of 1 upon 4. 2 upon 8 and 3 upon 12. You can find out any equivalent fractions, but you have to multiply that by the same numbers. Okay. Therefore, two equivalent fractions of 1 upon 4 are 2 upon 8 and 12. Now simplest form. This one is the last. Simplest form. Identify each fraction below. In this total, how many parts I am having? In this sphere, total how many parts I am having? 6 parts. Total 6 parts I am having, and how many parts are shaded? How many parts are shaded? 3. One, 2 and 3. These 3 parts are shaded. So the fraction will be 3 upon 6. Now I am saying you that reduce 3 upon 6 in its simplest form. Simplest form means एक ऐसे स्टेप पे लेके जाना है आपको, there you will have the minimum numerator and minimum denominator, जिसको आप आगे कन्वर्ट नहीं कर सकते. Okay. So 3 upon 6, both the fractions are having the common factor 6. A common factor you have to find out. 3 also comes from the table of 3 and 6 also comes from the table of 3. So both of these numbers are having one common factor, that is 3. Okay, on dividing 3 by 3 you will get 1, and on dividing 6 by 3 you will get 2. So 1 upon 2 is the simplest form of 3 upon 6. Suppose if I am asking you about 5 upon 10. What is the common factor in this? Please tell me fast. What is the common factor in 5 upon 10? Highest common factor. In 5 upon 10, what is the highest common factor? What is the highest common factor in 5 upon 10? You have to check out that both the numbers, numerator and denominator, की आपको common table find करनी है जिसमें both the numbers we have. Like in 5 upon 10, 5 also comes to the table of 5 and 10 also comes to the table of 5. So I am dividing both the numbers by 5. 5 divided by 5, 1, and 10 divided by 5, 2. So 1 upon 2 is the simplest form of 5 upon 10. Clear everyone? Yes, very good. Rishikesh, Chetna, buddies, who is this buddy's friend? Titanic facts, what is this? Samya, Arshi, Divya, okay. So today what we have discussed? First we have discussed about the topic fractions. And thereafter we have, and I have told you the types of fractions. First one is like fractions. Second, unlike fractions. Third one was unit fraction. Proper, improper, mixed, and equivalent. These 7 we have discussed, and 1 we have discussed the simplest form. Okay, all these things we have discussed. I hope that everything is clear to everyone about the topic fractions. You are not required to write anything in the copies. That was for your explanation part only. Okay, thanks to all. Have a nice day everyone.